What's going on, YouTube? Is Donnie B all day. I'm out here in shorts and a t-shirt. It's about, I don't know, a week away from Christmas in Massachusetts. They're still green in the grass. The sun keeps poking in and out. It is not a bad day out here today. I'm wearing, you can't see what the hell I'm wearing. You're at an angle. I'm wearing old school Umbro checkered shorts, and I'm feeling really, really good. So today I am revisiting the Cold Steel Recon Scout in 01 steel. I still believe, after I brought you this the first time, that this is one of the greatest production knives on the planet. This is a freaking knife. 12.5 inches overall. You have a 5-inch Cray X fancy rubber. Awesome handle. But the meat and potatoes is this amazing 7.5 01 high carbon steel done perfectly. And it's 7.5 inches this way, and it's almost 7.5 inches this way. That thing is so thick. I mean, look at that. You could literally put this in your car and use it as a spring, because it is just freaking awesome. The swedge is still awesome. You see that, woo. I last brought this to you in April, so it's been 9 months, I think it is. And you can see that it is very oiled because I use it all the time. So I'm constantly re-oiling it. I don't like to, I have over 200 knives, and I don't like to use the same knife 3 days in a row. So I'm constantly switching out my knives. And so I'm constantly getting work done in the knives. They're just going over and over. And it depends what, what, it's not 200 over. I mean, I could have 2 knives on me at the same time. So I'm talking about 3 days. I have a pocket carry, some kind of lockback, and then I might have a fixed blade. And then I do a lot of camping. I do all my firewood. I process myself. So I'm using these knives constantly. So this blade right here, in the last 9 months, got a pretty good amount of use into it. And 9 months ago, I didn't have over 200 knives. I had maybe 50. So I mean, my collection is just growing and growing and growing. So in that time, this thing really got put to work. Blurry. I still don't understand this camera, man. I just move a 1/2 inch and it gets blurry. But I'll tell you what, this is held up incredibly. Now the sheath, you'll notice it looks a little goofy. It does have my last name on it all day. Normally these right here are way up here, and it hangs way down here, and it drops low. I like to have a high rise because I'll use this as a concealed everyday carry knife. And so when my belt's up here, I only have this much of the blade hanging out of my belt, which means a light jacket, an untucked long enough t-shirt, I don't get it, really does a good job of concealing this for the most part, and it becomes a carryable blade. Now the snaps obviously aren't going to work when it's this far down, but it doesn't need to, because it clicks in to this great freaking handle, sheath, which is ambidextrous. I do have it set up lefty because I'm lefty, and it just works out really well. All I did is I took some tape, obviously, and because the snaps are no good now, this would be flopping all over the place from this point. So you know what I mean, when I carried it, would do this. So I just taped it, so now it stays just like that. It's perfect, and works out really well. But we're going to be talking about this bad guy right here, 01 steel. What do you want? It's fantastic. I already put this thing to some pretty good use when I first showed it to you back in April, and now it's December, and I'm going to, rather than just show you snippets, like I like to do that when I bring you back a blade, I will show you, past things that I've done with it, and then I'll even add some things into the new video. But you know what? It's a nice day. I'm out here. We're just going to go ahead and swing away this thing, and I will let you know why this knife is still an absolute must own if you're talking about survival, camp, or whatever you're talking about kind of knife. This thing is a workhorse. Awesome. Let's see. Is it still shaved sharp? Oh, yeah. Ooh, the oil's catching everything. But, yeah, there's a whole lot of hairs in there, and I'm trying to get them, but it's just smearing in oil. But, nice little smooth spot right there. This thing is freaking awesome. So let's start with a little jug slice. Instead of pressing pause and setting you up, I'm just going to bring you with me. I'm going to bring you with me. We're all friends here. Why not? All right, so I brought out the big jug. We're just going to give this thing a couple of really good swings. Told you I was wearing shorts. All right, so I'm not going to go all the way through it. I just want to get a couple slices because I want it to still stand there. Wah! Yep. If Dick Vitale were here, he'd say, "Cold steel, baby!" That thing is awesome. All right, now let's go get some work done. All right, so here at the stump, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little prying. Some good downward throws. And you see that, you hear this, the solid, and look at the bite. That's a big stump being lifted up. Yeah, let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys gotta see the flex. You gotta see the flex. Okay, so check this out. Oh, it's just turning. This thing is a crowbar. That is a beast of a knife. Am I going to damage the tip at all? No, because even though it's swedged, there is so much meat in this giant tip. It is awesome. Thing is just tough. Let's see, sharpness test. After all these months of being used, it's still cutting through vacuum cleaner hose. No problem. I don't even, normally when I cut vacuum cleaner hose, I'll put a finger up, like on a skinning knife, and I'll use that downward pressure. I can hold it way at the end. This thing is so sharp and so awesome that I don't need to worry about leverage when using this knife. It just does all the work. All the work. All right, so let's see. We got some line here. Actually, you know what? Let's just start with 2 pieces. We'll start with 2 because I think 1 is just not going to be enough. So let's see. You got 4 pieces here. And it's literally, I mean, I didn't even need to do that second pullback. I just went through once and it already separated. I came back again for no reason. Man, look at that. This knife is ridiculous awesome. This is ridiculous awesome. This is the Recon Scout by Cold Steel. This is not Granddad's pocket knife that you found in his tackle box after he died. This is, sorry Grandpa, this is the Cold Steel Recon Scout, and it is vicious. This knife is awesome. What I want to do is we'll go and we'll do a little chop action with it. Let's go knock down some limbs. Yeah. December. Green grass. How crazy is this? If the leaves weren't there, you'd really be able to see it. The grass is green, man, in December in Massachusetts. All right, boys and girls, so here we have a nice down. Oh my gosh, that went right in. So I'm just going to hold it near the end. Look at this right away. I mean, can it chop? Yeah, I'd say so. This thing, man, look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This thing is insane. I mean, insane as a chopper. Let's get rid of that because it's going to knock you guys down. Get rid of all that. All right, so I want to take this piece off and then we'll drop it with a, we'll do some batoning with it. So let's take down, look at how fast I go through this freaking wood, man. This is just insane. So we have this. Let me grab a baton real quick. Man, I said real quick. I should have just put it on film. Took me 2 shots. All right, so let's line this up right here. Hopefully it won't slide off. And we'll use this little skinny baton. And we'll go right through this wood. Boop. And we'll do it again. This wood's so long it's not even staying in frame. But it's okay because I've got a Cold Steel Recon Scout. As a matter of fact, you know what I want to do is I want to get this little end off right here, because it's harpering and hindering what I want to do. I'm moving all over the place on this thing. All right, I'm gonna step on it. There we go. There we go. That's better. All right, so now let's try again. Here we go. Just easy, man. Talking easy, man. All right, well, I'll just go right into the dirt. Yeah. So, batoning. Does it do it? Yeah, it does it. Let's see if we can't go faster. I want to just tap it in there. Oh, I wanted to just tap it and then hit a quick one. So what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to, let's see, get you way up there. So I just want to see one shot. And it went almost all the way through on one. Who knows? Maybe user error. I don't know. What I do know is that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful knife this would be. So, we know it chops. We know it batons. Let's see. Let's see the clean work. Let's see the clean work. I just want to cucumber salad this thing. Whoo-wee. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's so, even though it's a big knife, it so carefully treads that you can do fine work with it. Fine work. Let's see. Normally I like coming at me, but it's the way we have you set up. Whoops. It's all slippery down here. So look at this. Look at this. Man, this is all day action right here. This is all day action right here. Wow, wow, wow. Just go faster. Just go faster. It doesn't matter because this knife does it all. So let's see. Let's see if we can't get us a spear tip here. Remember, you need to make arrows. You need to make spears. You need to make pit spikes. You need to make marshmallow sticks. You need to make pencils. Anything you need to make that requires a tip. This knife right here will do you no problems. No problems at all. It's just gonna breeze, and I mean breeze, through the wood. It's gonna give you a nice sharp tip. If you need to use it to trap animals or to kill animals, you need to take down a hog, that's good. So let's see right here. I just stuck that into the ground. Oh, I missed. Like, oh, I almost got it here. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted right there. Whoo, doggy got a little mud on the blade. It looked like poop at first. I said, let me taste it. I'll check. So, I'm telling you guys, this knife, let's see, even with this thing stuck in the ground, look at that. Look at that. It's just awesome. Awesome, man. This thing's great. Let's go chuck it into something. Come on now. All right, so we're going to drop back, do a little bit of that, but from a farther distance. You know, I want to try a 4-yard no spin. Hey, that worked out pretty well. I don't always throw a no spin, you know, straight knife like that, but I was feeling it, man. I was feeling it. Oh, I hit the tip, but I threw it soft like a little tiny girl. Let's see. Let's try that again. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. 5 yards of absolute horror. Let's try that again. Man, same spot. Same spot thing. It's just so easy to throw, even though I missed one. This thing is awesome. I mean, I threw it, you know, not like that the first time, but on a no spin from 4 yards, the thing just flew. It stuck. I dropped back to 5 yards, and I gave it a nice turnaround. This knife is, I mean, it's just awesome. Even these short little throws, a lot of times you'll see a short throw fall out, and the reason is because you generally don't have the power just tossing it like this into a and then I missed into a piece of wood. Doing that doesn't always have the power, but this thing's so girthy, so sharp, so thick, and so manly and beastie that just touching the wood, it wants to go in. It's all it has to do is touch it. So I mean, this is the Recon Scout. This is 01 steel. This thing is phenomenal. This is one of Cold Steel's greatest ever knives. And Cold Steel has come out with some great knives. This thing right here is just greater. You know what I mean? There's very few knives on the planet that I would say can take this thing in a knife fight contest type thing. It's just awesome. I mean, I've used it all these months. All the coating is still there. The edge is still there. I haven't done anything to this edge. I mean, nothing. It's still crazy sharp, shave sharp. Still gets the job done. It's still the Cold Steel Recon Scout. So, I'm telling you guys, if you want a real knife, I'm talking a real knife that gets the job done. I know they retail for like $199, $99, somewhere in there. But, you can always find them cheaper. I mean, Cold Steel does a good job of getting these things out there and making them available to the public. This knife is it's just worth owning. This is one of those must-own knives. It's freaking amazing. Amazing grace. I'll tell you, if you guys are out, you're knife shopping, and you see this guy somewhere, and you think to yourself, oh, hey, I remember that dude did a video, and that knife seemed to be all right. No, this knife is better than all right. This knife is phenomenal. Phenomenal. So, see it, want it, buy it, own it, use it, always have it. It's freaking worth it. I'm down to be all day. Woo! Until next knife.